Good morning, everybody, and welcome to FlavaHouse Network's Weekend Eats. I'm Casey, your host, if you don't know me by now. And for those of you who will rewatch this, that's who I be. In any case, I like to know how everyone's week was because mine was pretty darn good week 2. Let's see who I have in my chat today, my Flavor fam. I have my sister-in-law over here, Miss Teresa Lloyd. Good morning. How are you? I really can't see a whole lot, y'all, because you know I got the matching glasses on. So I'm going to have to put the other glasses on. But I do see 9 people up in these parts, and I see 3 likes. Do you guys believe that? Like it. I'm going to show you because I think what I'm thinking is I think you like it, but I think that maybe you've been watching it on television. I know it's so hard for me to find the like button on television. So I'm going to look at my show and find out where the like button is. And the next time I come in here, then you'll know how to like me. Okay. Anywho, today we're starting our Thanksgiving situation. Okay. I am going to be up until Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is the 27th. So I guess up until whatever that Saturday is before Thanksgiving, I'm going to be doing a series of sides and little things that help you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, but it doesn't break the budget. I'm going to be talking about some ways that you can get some of the things that you want or that you used to and kind of cut the cost. Because I mean, hey, life is life and money is funny. Okay, I know for me, because there's a lot of things that I'm not going to do this Thanksgiving because usually I kind of go overboard and then you're sitting here even having to wait and eat all this stuff for a whole week because you don't have no money. So I'm just being real. Anyhow, today I'm going to be making one of my faves, cheesy corn casserole. Trust the process if you never had it before. The first time I ever had it, I was on one of those day cruises. And so they give you lunch and they had ham and they had all kinds of stuff. And I thought it was mac and cheese because that's what it looked like, but it wasn't. And when I oh my goodness, when I tasted this thing, I worked to figure out how to make it the way I tasted it. And of course, I had to step it up a little. And ever since I tasted it and I made it myself, on like popcorn. Not expensive, a beautiful side, especially when you're doing more than one meat when you're having your Thanksgiving, which I usually do. It's really good. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. We're also going to be talking about some coffee nostalgia. I know you're like, what in the world is that? Well, we're going to get to it. Don't worry. Okay. And we're going to be talking about Thanksgiving dinner price busters. How you can get some of your Thanksgiving dinner, a lot of it, much cheaper. And I know this for a fact because I do it every single year. Okay. And then we have some home cooking story time. I may just let you guys in on one of my Thanksgivings if I can remember. You know, it's just been so many. After a while, they just all just kind of run into each other. You know, when you're 36, I'll give myself 36. Yes, I'm 36 now. Okay, that's it. That's all. That's everything. Anywho, let's find out what our ingredients are, which is not a whole lot. I'm also going to be, as a bonus, I got some turkey tenderloins. And I wanted to see if it was something that I might switch out instead of getting a whole turkey because they were on sale. They were really, really on sale. So I'm going to try those out today too, but that wasn't part of the process or whatever, but that's just an extra bonus thing I'm going to do because of course they can't eat the corn casserole by itself. They'd have to wait till tomorrow when I cook the rest of the dinner. But anyway,
I mean, you could.
Well, yeah, I know they could. She like beautiful sister like, yeah, we could. Yeah, they could. They could, but I'm not letting them. How about that? I am going to take a sip of my coffee. You guys do the same. Okay, so my sister is saying what? You're going to be spending Thanksgiving home alone. What you say?
In her she cave with hungry men
dinners
all in one meal. Hey,
I'm going to tell you about that too. I hear you. Listen.
Hey, you can step that up too.
Tell me about it. Tell me, because I'm telling you, I don't think that we have to follow all the traditions because it's not about the food. I mean, for a lot of people, it's about the food.
Look, Sure.
But
Ham liquor.
it's about the gathering, or it's about, whatever you do on that day. Okay, she's giving me okay. As I said, this is not the feature. This is just the turkey medallions, which I'm going to let you guys see me make it. So let's put this back. Let's get the ingredients for the corn pudding.
On the way.
Okay. And you'll just get the benefit of the turkey stuff. Okay, so this corn pudding, Jiffy, or whatever boxed cornbread mix you use. I use Jiffy. Okay. My cheese of choice is Velveeta shreds because it really tastes good, but you can use whatever. You can use any kind of cheddar cheese, I would suggest. Or if you want to kind of dip to the wild side, make it a little spicy, put a little pepper jack in there. I have some heavy whipping cream. Okay.
There you go. That is.
Okay, she's holding me up, y'all. Okay, so it's not a lot of it. Okay, she's giving me more stuff. Okay, so you have some sour cream. Okay, of course, I'm going to use a little Casey's Blessing all-purpose seasoning. You can use whatever you have at your grocery store. Hey, Jerome, how are you? And, just let it be kind of, what?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm kind of like, okay, this is a big yellow thing. What is that? I'm looking, somebody has a big yellow thing. Is that my husband?
Yes, it is.
Okay, he always has something going on here I can't figure out. But anyway, I'm looking at, don't pay me no mind. I'm trying to figure out why he has a big, giant, yellow, billboarded at Flavor. I didn't know who he was. Anyway, so canned corn. You're going to have 1 can of cream style corn. And you see, this is store brand. It does not have to be, name brand. And then I have a can of the regular corn. Okay. I'm going to be adding, because I got to step it up a bit. I'll be adding some of my herbs. I have some parsley, I have basil, and I have Italian herbs here. And I'm also going to put a little bit of garlic in it, some black pepper in it. Now, and butter, and butter. Because butter makes what? All things better. Exactly. And some sweetener of my choice, which is Splenda. You can use sugar, or hey, Jiffy is kind of sweet. That may be sweet enough for you. Ain't never sweet enough for me. Okay, so, and that's in an egg. We don't have the egg, so we need the egg. Okay. And after that, those are the ingredients. So we're going to get it all together. We're going to stick it in the oven and we're going to cook it. And while we're cooking that, then I'll cook the turkey. So they'll have that, to eat too. And I just want to see how, because if it works, then that may be my Thanksgiving turkey. I'll get the tenderloins. I may get some turkey wings. And that's going to be cheaper for me. But if you really want to get a cheap turkey, I'll tell you guys about it in a few. So let me just take a little sip. And I want to get my table moved because I'm going to start mixing up the corn pudding. Let me take these off, put on something I can see with.
All right, I'll turn the table.
Okay. So, all right. Okay. Yes, I can see. Y'all, I'm not going to do it either. I'm not singing that song. Here.
I was about to.
She was about to sing. Yeah. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, she's singing. Yeah. All right. You've had your fun. I'm not trying to hear you. So I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 now because I'm a little chilly. So that'll help give me some heat. And yeah, that's what you do.
This weather's been all over the place.
It's all over the place. I tell you, I want to turn my heat on. And then when I turn it on, I need to turn my AC on. You know, so listen, I can't.
It's no winning right now.
Let me move this over some. I think this is a little bit too far.
It is. I didn't want to box you.
Okay, and I'm gonna move put my chair. I guess I'll put my chair over here until I'm ready to use it. Okay. So I have my mixing bowl. That's what I will get
it for you.
Okay, right now. Move this over.
Oh, you need two. Can you get the other box?
Sure.
I know I got my heat on. I know that's right. How's it feeling over there where you are?
Chilly. That's why he got his heat on, right? Okay, so first of all, you can get a casserole dish, but you know I'm going to get something disposable because when we're done with this, it's going in the G file.
Do you want big or?
I want the big one. I want the big one. The big one, and yeah, I'm going to need the big one. I'm going to need a whisk because you can use your hand mixer if you want to, but I'm just going to use a whisk.
All right.
I really don't need the top.
Okay.
I'll put the top down here.
Can I slide?
Sure. You can put the chair over there because I won't need it right now. And I do, y'all, I'm saying I do need an egg. The egg is here. Okay. So what I'm going to do, you can put this directly in the casserole dish and just mix it that way. I don't really like to do that. You know me. So I'm going to mix it in my bowl. Okay. But let me spray this pan so it can be ready to go in. And like I said, it's pretty simple. So let me spray this. Yeah, let me spray the sides too. Okay, I'm gonna sit that over there out the way. I'm turning you around. Okay, so also what I like to do with this too is I like to put a little bit of bacon in, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna put a little bit of bacon fat in it to give it that flavor. So that's what I need, some bacon fat. Hold on. Oh, here it is. I tell you, beautiful assistant has been reading my mind. Okay, because I did not tell her that was going to be part of the process. So
we're staying on top of everything.
Exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'll use a little bit of bacon fat just to season it. I need to melt some butter and this bacon fat. So let me do that. I'm going to use. Oh my goodness. My throat is so dry. I need something to drink. I need some water. That's what I need. Let me get the water. Because I am dying of thirst. I didn't realize how thirsty I was. Okay. Water. Okay, so. Oh, yeah, it says on. So, I'm going to use a whole stick of butter. I'm going to melt that along with my bacon fat. Now, what I usually do is I chop up, and I guess I can still do it because I like to have little bits of bacon in it. I just don't feel like waiting for the bacon to get done. Okay. I'm going to chop up some bacon. Hold on for a second. Let me get the bacon. Do we have any thicker bacon, or this is it?
That's it.
Okay. So I guess you'll be over here chopping up some bacon, huh? Okay, so beautiful sister's going to chop up some bacon. I'm going to get all the other ingredients in here. And like I said, I'm going to melt this butter. So let me get something to melt that in and a little bit of the bacon fat. Let me get something to put this in.
How much bacon?
Oh, I don't know. Probably about 4 slices because I just want to cut it up and just kind of saute it, get it crisp.
Okay.
To put it in here. But then I'm saying I'm probably don't even need to, I'm really debating on whether or not I'm going to do the bacon. I really am. Because like I said, the bacon fat will still give me the flavor that I want.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm not doing the bacon, but just know you can put bacon in it if you want to. I'm not doing all that. Because I know I have people here that
Jerome said, just make the bacon.
I know. You just make the bacon, right?
Bacon.
Okay, make the bacon. Ma'am. Okay, Jerome convinced me to make the bacon, y'all. All right, so I'm putting this whole stick of butter in, and I'm going to put a tablespoonful of the bacon fat in it. Like I said, you don't have to do this. This is for me. You can omit the bacon fat. Do not omit the butter. So I'm going to put a tablespoonful of that in here. And then I'm going to stick it in my microwave and I'm going to melt it. Put that over here. Okay, get that over here and melt it down. here watching it, guys, because I have this grease in here and I don't want it to heat up and pop. I think it'll be okay. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put my lid on here, my microwave lid on the cup. So let's see. I just need it to melt. But like I said, you can take, if you have even with that pan, if you have a casserole dish, you can just dump everything in there. I don't want to do that. I'm doing it inside my mixing bowl. So I'm going to take 1 box of the Jiffy corn muffin mix. And let me open that up. Okay, trying to be intentional here, of course. So what I'm gonna do, I like to get the lumps out of this thing. I don't like to put it in there. It makes it easier to whip up with the whisk instead of using my hand mixer. Okay, let me borrow your scissors for a second, beautiful assistant, so I can cut this open.
Where are we frying this?
Let me get a skillet and fry it right here next to me, I guess.
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay, so let me get this into 1 packet. And that's because I'm making a small pan. If I was making a bigger pan, I'd use 2. I'd double the recipe. That's what I would do. So I got the Jiffy corn muffin mix in here. And now I'm going to take my whisk. And I'm just going to, and I'll pull this down so you can see. Can you guys see? I hope you can. I'm just trying to break up some of the lumps before I put anything else in here. And people said, if you could give me a cup, because I like to whisk my egg too. Okay, just like that. And I'm just breaking it up because it just works better when you are using a whisk instead of, a hand mixer, electric mixer. Or if you're using a fork, if that's what you want to use. Okay, so that's that. Let me pull that up here. So I'm going to put that in. Then I got to get my corn. So I have my cream style corn. And I have my kernels. And so you can get whatever kind of kernel corn you want. I like the Summer Crisp because it has some texture. And it's not mushy when you're doing canned. Or you can use fresh corn if you want. So I'm going to go over here, open these up. Okay, that's 1. And that's 2. All right, so I have these 2 open. And you're probably going to need a top because that will sweat it and make it cook quicker. Okay, so I have my corn that is open. And like I said, you can use fresh if you want. You can even use frozen if you want. Just let it unthaw, and drain the water off. I'm going to do my egg. Now, you can just crack your egg into it, but I like to stir mine up, whip mine in a cup because I like to whip my eggs. That's all. So let me just hit this over here.
Yeah, Jerome stated she never hides the abuse that she does on the eggs.
No, I do not. So you better hope that you don't come back as an egg. Because I'm going to find the carton that you're in, and I'm going to do a nice little exercise. Yes, I am. So I'm going to take a fork, and I'm just going to take this 1 egg and just whip it up until the white and the yolk are combined. Okay, just like that. And I'm thinking, I may add another egg or an egg white, just to lighten it up a little bit. We'll see. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to do another egg white. I'm going to do an egg white. So I have 1 egg and 1 egg white. So I'll get an egg so I can do the whites. Okay. If I can get an egg out of here. Okay, so
Jerome said when she whips the egg, the theme song from Devo, Whip It Good.
okay, whatever. Okay, so I am putting an egg white in here, separating the egg, putting the egg white in, all while not getting any of it on my hands. Am I good or what? Okay, so I'm putting that over here, and then I will continue to whip. The reason why I'm adding the egg white, because it helps lighten the dish. So I'm doing that. That's just my oven saying, it's ready, it's ready. But I'm not. So just whip that all together. Whip it good. How about that? Oh my goodness. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, let me check and see if my butter is melted and my bacon. Okay, it's nice and melted. I'm gonna let it cool for just a second because you know I'm putting egg in here. I don't want it to curdle. I need for this to hurry up because now, because of Jerome, we gotta wait for the bacon. Okay, you don't have to do bacon. You know what? You can also put little bits of ham in here if you have some, but that's for another show. Because after Thanksgiving, I'm gonna show you guys all of these wonderful recipes you can make with the leftovers. So we gonna have some stuff to do, Lucy. Hey, my sister, you said, wow, I'm finally on the phone. She has a new phone. Okay, good for you. So you're learning your new phone, huh? I'm gonna take this chair and have me a seat. Yes, I am. And just pull this up. And I'm gonna continue to do this. So that's good. Listen, I have the same phone that I've had for about 3 years now? About 3 years. Okay, and that phone was gifted to me by the phone company because I didn't have 5G phone and I was not gonna budge. And they wanted my business, so they gave it to me. So you have a new phone. I probably would not even know what to do with it. Okay, so we have this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a little bit of Casey's blessing in here. Like I said, this is stuff that you do not have to do. You can just omit any of these seasonings, but this really just makes it good when you add a little bit of all-purpose seasoning. It just really does. Okay, let me take that. I am going to take, and I don't have my onion powder here. That's what I did. Yeah, I did add some onion powder. Okay, that's garlic, onion. There you go. A little bit of onion powder. So I'm just going to do a sprinkle. So about a half a teaspoon of onion powder in here. Just like that. I'm going to do just a dash of pepper. And I'm going to say a dash, that means dash. Okay, that's a dash. And I am going to do just a little squirt, a half a teaspoonful of garlic. So that's a little squirt, just like that. Okay, and again, I said, you don't have to do this, but I find stepping up the flavor in this stuff is, you need to, for me. As you know, life is nothing without flavor. So, now that I have that in there, I'm going to take some of my herbs. I'm going to do a pinch of each. And for those of you who don't know what a pinch is, if you haven't seen me before, a pinch is your forefinger and your thumb. What's between it is a pinch. When you pinch it, when you take it out. And so this is a little pinch. And so this is a little pinch of my herbs. That's Italian herbs. This is, what is this? This is some chopped parsley. So I'm going to do a pinch of that. And then I'm going to do a little pinch of basil. That's a teeny tiny. I need to hurry up and do this parsley because this parsley is starting to dry out. I don't think it was closed all the way. You know, so.
My Pam said it's a replacement one, and I am like you. I like the one I had, so I only had to pay $5.
So I know, right? Exactly. Listen. I understand. I understand what you're saying, my sister, for sure. Okay, so let me get my cream corn in here. Let me get the top off. Okay. Just like that. So I'm going to take my melted butter and I have a little cooking oil. Now, what normally you would do if you're doing just the casserole dish and you're dropping everything in there like that, you will pour this in first and then you put the rest of the stuff in. As I said, I'm mixing mine like this because I'm not feeling that casserole thing. I just think that's a little bit too messy for me. So I'm pouring this in. And that is a stick of butter. And I have a tablespoonful of bacon fat because, you know, I want to put bacon in mine. You don't have to. All right. So I have that. And then I have my corn. So I'm going to do the cream corn. Ugh, that's messy. Okay, I'm gonna do the regular corn first. I'm gonna do the cream corn first. I'm gonna pour some of this juice off of here. Okay, because I don't think I need all this. Okay, yeah. Because I do want it to be moist, but I don't want it to be, you know, watery, runny. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 can of corn, and this is 15.25 ounces. Let me check this bacon. Yeah, but it's kind of high. I want it crispy, but I don't want it burnt. And I want it fast, but I don't want it, you know, so fast until it gets burnt. Okay, so let's get that over here. I took it down to 5. Okay, so now I'm going to do my cream style corn, and that is 15. That's also the same amount. So that's, oh no, this is 14.75 ounces. So we're going to put the cream style corn in too. So we got all of that in there. Let me get rid of it. No need of having it over here. And dump that in the garbage. I got a little bit of corn on my fingers, so let's rinse that off. Okay, and then I'm going to get this egg in here. And then I'm going to put my sour cream in. And then I'm going to put my heavy whipping cream. Now, I'm adding these things because I know it's going to make it taste really good. You really don't have to put milk or cream or anything, any heavy whipping cream in it. I know that it's going to make it do a whole lot of nice things because I've done it before. And as I said, I tasted it on the ship and then I took it to another level, as I always do. And I want you to learn how to do that too. Don't settle for what the recipe book says. Don't settle for what Casey says. Make it your own. So I have this egg and I'm pouring my egg in, my egg white. Okay. And I already whipped it all up. Jerome, I whipped it good. Okay. So let's get that over here. And so then I'm going to get my bacon is angry. Okay. Didn't I have, oh yeah, you did. You gave me that. Okay. So I prefer the squeezable sour cream. I do have some in a container, but I find that the squeezable one, the whey in the whey, if you don't know what whey is, and there probably is some in here, it's when some of the liquid part of the sour cream starts separating, like if in yogurt does it too. Is some in here? Okay, you probably can't see, but it's like a liquidy thing in here. Let me pour some on top of here. See that right there? Yeah, I can't stand that when I'm cooking, so.
So just curious, if you don't have any other cream, can you just mix it back into it?
Yeah, you can mix it back in there. Yeah, but why should I have to do that when I can get the squeeze one? So I'm just being real. So you're going to use about a half a cup of the sour cream. So let me make sure this is open, which is not. Okay.
Auntie Pam loves your outfit today.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, it is very pretty.
Thank you. I figured I'd match the kitchen, you know, at least for the morning. At least for the morning show. So let's see. All right, got my top back on. So, you know, like I said, half a cup. I'm gonna squeeze that in. There you go, half a cup. Half a cup in my measurements. Okay? And then I'm gonna get my cheese. Now, the recipe calls for about half a cup of cheese, but you know I'm not listening to that noise. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna do a half a bag of this cheese, and I may add some more because I like mine really cheesy. Yeah, so I'm gonna do 3/4 of the bag, and this is what? How many ounces is this? 8 ounces. So I'm using 3/4 of this. Don't follow me. Do what you like. I'm telling you, I love corn pudding. So when I get the opportunity to make it, and I haven't made it since last year, I'm gonna make it the way I like it. Okay. So now I'm gonna take my sweetener. You can take about 2 tablespoons if you want of your sweetener or sugar, or like I said, Jiffy is a little sweet, but it's not. You really need a little bit of sugar to offset all the other things here. I'm just saying, probably want to do that. I use Splenda for everything. So I'm going to put a nice little squirt in here. And then I'm going to start to mix this together. Okay. Now, I'm not done yet because remember I told you guys, what am I going to do? I'm going to put heavy whipping cream in here. Right? So I'm going to do that. And what I'm also going to do, because I want to, maybe I won't. I really wanted to put a little bit more of the Jiffy in here. That's what I wanted to do. Because I don't want it to, I want it to be pudding-like, but I don't want it to be runny. You know, and I don't want it to be dry. So that's, you know, I got a lot of don't want it to be. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit more of Jiffy in here, just a little bit. So I need another bottle of that, and I need to check my bacon.
I believe it should be on the table.
Okay, let me check my bacon. Because it thinks that it's all by itself. Because I know beautiful assistant thinks she got the long arm of the law and it can just stretch way across the end and do the bacon. Okay. I know that's what she thinks. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just going to put a little bit more in here because I want it to be a little more stiff and not as soupy as this. And that's only because, you know, I added my little extras. And think about it. I'll just take this when I make my cornbread stuffing and use the rest of this so it's not going to go to waste. So I'm going to put about 1/3 of this in here. That's it. Just like that. Okay. Let me get something to put this in. Okay, I got a lot of something to put it in. I got a little baggie. And that way I can put it back in my pantry and don't have to put it in my fridge. And it will stay fresh until I'm ready to use it again, which will probably be tomorrow. Okay. All right. So I got that. So now I'm going to stir some more. And if I think, and see, I haven't put my cream in yet. So that's the thing. I'm going to put some more cheese in here too. I haven't put my cream in here yet. So once I put my cream in here, it's going to, you know, it's going to loosen up some more. Even though cream does thicken up. You know what? What the heck? We putting all of it in here. It's going to be a cheesy sensation. That's what it's going to be. Okay? And I think I'm going to put another little squirt of, just one little squirt of sour cream. And what else do I want to do? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Let me just stir. And this is nothing. Like I said, it's like a big old cornbread with a bunch of stuff in it. And I'm stalling y'all because, you know, I'm trying to get this bacon. So that's why, you know, I'm making this take forever because I need my bacon to cook finished cooking, and we don't want to put raw bacon up in this piece. So, as a matter of fact, let me grab a little dash of salt. Just a little dash. Okay, there you go. And that is a dash. And the bacon's almost ready. I'll put a little bit more Splenda in there. And I'm going to stir this.
Oh, Jerome said, can you show the consistency, please?
I sure will as soon as I finish stirring, sir. And then I'm going to let you see. Lumpinesses. Let me check the bacon. See, it's almost done. I think a minute more. Okay, so I'm going to put the milk. Well, right now it has no milk, so I'm going to let you see what it looks like. Let me know if you can see. Okay, so you guys see. You see that? Just like that. And this is what you want. It's loose enough so you know it's not going to be dry like some cornbread, but it's going to be stiff enough so when you scoop it up, it's not going to be soup. And see, this is a trick. If you ever had mac and cheese that's very dry, the reason is because the cream sauce, or if people use, my hair's down on top of my head. If people use, a lot of people use flour in their mac and cheese and make a roux. I don't do that. My cheese sauce is thick enough. I don't need to do that. But you have to let your cheese sauce be thin enough, not watery, but thin, pliable enough, because ovens are dry heat and they're designed to dry stuff out. So if you don't have enough liquid or fluid in what you are putting in the oven, you're going to have very, very dry results. Just a tip. So if you want that creamy, delicious mac and cheese, and I don't mean the soup kind, I mean where every noodle is kissed, that's what you want to do. Okay, and I will be making some mac and cheese, y'all, as one of the sides, but not today. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to put my heavy whipping cream in. Okay, and I'm going to put a half a cup of heavy whipping cream in here. And mind you, you know cream thickens. So even though it looks a little bit loose now, when it gets in that oven and start doing its thing, it's going to be a whole different ball game. Okay, and I'm going to let you see what it looks like. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a little bit more. Just a tad more in there. Because this gives it a nice creamy consistency. So what you have a creamy consistency, you have cheese, you have texture from the whole kernel core. It's an explosion of flavor. It's really good. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do. Y'all want a little spice to this? Okay, we're going to hit ours with a little spice. I should have put a jalapeno in there. I wasn't even thinking. But instead, I'm just going to dash it with a little bit of cayenne. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, just a little. Just a little bit. I mean like an 1/8 teaspoonful of cayenne. Not even that much. A 1/16. Okay, I forgot that I'm shaking, y'all. So let me stop shaking, y'all. And I put that in here. Okay, and let me just move over here and do it, because if I do it over there, I'm going to shake y'all, and I don't want to shake you. Okay, so, yeah, I don't want to shake. Okay, let me test my bacon over here. I think it's ready. Yep, it's perfect. Now I'm going to take it off. And
you know what? You use the rest of the bacon grease. If you need it.
Well, I don't really need it now because I got enough in there. My stove is full of bacon grease, so I know that. Okay, let me wipe that off. Okay, and let me get something to skim this out of here. I wonder what I could use that's small enough. Let's see. Well, I guess I will have to use. I'll use this fork. I'm going to wash the fork off. Huh?
No, I said a dash of cayenne.
Yes, a dash of cayenne.
Just a dollop of daisy.
A dash of cayenne and a dollop of daisy. Yes. Do a dollop with daisy. Let me wipe this off. Okay. And the reason why I'm using the fork is because I don't want to get the oil. I just want the bacon. Okay, and then we can get this in the oven. This is pretty hot. I don't want to get the bacon in here because you know I got raw egg in here, even though I've mixed it. Look how nice that bacon is. Now, you can put turkey bacon in here. You can put beef bacon in here. You do not have to use the swine. You can use the bacon that you want. I would suggest putting some bacon. It gives it a nice smoky flavor, whether it is turkey, pork, or whatever the bacon is of your choice.
My opinion, swine is just fine.
Exactly. I like it, yeah, but everybody doesn't. So we have to tailor things to the taste of the person who is eating it. Exactly, what your preference is. Okay, so now I'm going to mix the bacon in. Okay.
Jerome said, "Hey, God."
I know. I didn't tell Jerome to cook this with me because he would have ate all the bacon. Okay, so yeah, this is good. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to put a little tad more of this cream in here. So that ended up being 3/4 cup, y'all. Just so you know. Okay, so. And I'm going to put a little bit of smoky paprika in here. You know why? Because it gives it a nice smoky flavor and it gives it some color. Okay, so just a 1/2 teaspoonful of the smoky paprika. And you can use regular paprika because I'm doing more so for the color than anything else. Okay, and so this doesn't have to be mixed smooth. Okay, you just want to make sure that all of the ingredients are combined. That's the key. So, see that? Okay, so this is when you have your whisk or your fork, it's supposed to come off of here just like that. If it's not doing that, you need to put a little more fluid in it, but you add a little at a time. Don't put a whole bunch in at one time. Because see, you can always add more fluid, but you can't take it out. Okay, so let me bring that up. And I'm going to spray my pan a little bit more because I want to make sure that when we get ready to scoop this out, everything comes out. Okay, so just like that. Get it nice and greased up. And then I'm going to take this. I need to get my little flat spatula, little soft spatula for cakes because then I can get everything from around the rim. Let me get this out of here, get this whisk out of here. And then I'm going to get this thing. This is something good to have, y'all. Do you know it makes the best scrambled eggs? Believe it or not. Having this with this flexibility and you're going around and you're kind of folding your egg. One day I'm going to show y'all how my husband showed me how to make scrambled eggs. You will never go wrong. You will always have a delicious egg. Trust me. Okay, so let me just skim that around there so I can get it all. And then I'm going to take this and pour it in here. Then I'm going to show you what it looks like when you pour it in. Thank you, Jerome.
Oh, thank you.
Please support the local cook.
Yes. Oh. You're such a good television brother.
See, he makes up for his heckling.
Yes. Yeah, he sure does. You're such a good television brother. Okay. So I'm getting every little bit I can get in here, y'all. And I'm pouring it from the middle, and then it's going to kind of spread out. Let me get everything I can get out of here. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, let me get that over here. Now I'm going to show you guys. So what I did, I poured everything in the middle of this pan. And then, and you know how sometimes people will just pour it on one side or the other? You want to have an equilibrium. So you want to have equal distribution. If you pour your mixture in the middle, it spreads out. You don't have to do a whole lot of spreading. And you see when you spread, you see how much you waste. And so then you got to take your finger and you got to do this. But when you do it in the middle, it does the work for you. Okay. And then all you do is you do a little dance. You make a little love. Get down tonight. That's what you do. Okay. So let me put this in here and rinse my finger now. And then I can touch the computer and get y'all out of the abyss. Because I know that you're not having any fun looking down at this casserole. Okay. Okay, let me bring y'all back up here. So Now that it's ready to go in the oven. Oven's been preheated to 350. I'm gonna stick this in the middle of my rack. Now, the middle of your rack and your stove is a sweet spot. I'm gonna let you know. Not on the side, not crip walking in the back, right in the middle, because that's where all the heat circulates. If you have a traditional oven, if you have a convection oven like me, you gotta have it in the middle, or your stuff is not gonna be right. And if you're wondering why something looks brown on one side and not on the other, why? Because you didn't put it in the middle. Okay, so we're going to stick this in the middle. And I'm debating. I think that what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in without any foil. If I see that it's browning too much, it's still jiggling, then I'm going to put the foil on it to keep it from over browning on the top. You know what I'm saying? Because you want it to cook from the bottom up. And that's the one thing I like about using that Pyrex casserole dish. I can see it working. But you know what? These are on sale. I don't have to wash them. And this, yeah. So. Okay, so let me get this in. Let me push this back. Okay, just like that. Let me get it in the oven. Okay. And then I'll start on this turkey that I didn't intend on making. as part of telling you guys what I'm doing. But I can't just give them this, so I'm gonna make the turkey. Okay, so and it's on sale. So that's a good thing. So for those of you like me, I have people in my house that like breast meat. When we get a turkey, what ends up happening is they eat up all the breast meat, they eat the wings, they kind of sort of eat the legs, you know, but then all the rest of that meat I end up having to do things with. So unless you just want to have extra turkey, I don't want to have that for days and days and days. I want to be able to cook something else. So I want a couple of days, yes, but not forever, ever, forever, ever. So it's a waste for me to buy a whole turkey. It's less work for me to have to do it this way. And if I can get it on the cheap, guess who's going to do that? So, beautiful assistant, if you do me a favor and clear this stuff, you know, for the corn pudding, then I can start doing the chicken. I mean, the turkey.
Chicken's brother.
Chicken's brother, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to drink some coffee. Yes, I am.
With these herbs?
No, the herbs stay. I just need all of the stuff that we use for like the cream and stuff like that. I don't need that cheese, you know, all that needs to go. Now this is very simple. It's a very simple recipe. And what I'm going to do is let me get my cutting board because I want to cut them into medallions. Let me put my timer on here. I forgot. Okay, so I'm going to do 40 minutes because it's probably been about 3 minutes since I opened up my mouth.
Oil?
I'm going to keep the oil because I will have to saute it. Okay, so let me get, I think I'm going to use my the stainless steel chopping board because I don't want any contamination into my plastic, even though it gets washed very well. But the stainless steel, I feel safer doing meats on it. And I just lost the measuring cup, spoon. Okay. I'm playing hockey. Hey Jerome, do you remember the game Skelly? I'm playing Skelly with the measuring spoon.
Are you gonna use this?
Okay. Give me that big giant. No, I need that big giant knife. Okay. And you left something here.
Hold on. I wasn't done. I was getting
okay, so we need to move it. I'm trying to make some space so I can show you guys.
What else do you need to take off? This.
Yeah, that. You know, I just needed some space. I need some space. Okay. So like all of this little stuff like this, yeah. Okay, so I have my knife and I need a paper towel to dry it. Now, I will put some gloves on, but y'all, I forgot to get the gloves yesterday because beautiful assistant used all my gloves up. Yes, I know. I'm going to have turkey, a lot of stuff, Jerome. But you got to understand, when you got all these people in this house, I'm going to be totally like this.
Oh, thank you, Jerome.
Oh, she does. Exactly.
Thank you.
I'm going to mug her for that dress. Yes, I am. Okay, but anyway, the thing is this. I like turkey when it's freshly cooked. I like the dark part, anytime, but I like turkey when it's freshly cooked. I'm telling you, me personally. The rest of them, a lot of things I'm going to do with it because I'm going to show people how to just stretch that meal, but for me personally, I like chicken. I would do oven stuff for roast and be happy. I do turkey because it's traditional and that's what my family wants. I would do an oven stuff for roast. Yes, I would. So let me get the turkey tenderloin. Now, I know you guys have probably heard of turkey chops, and then you have turkey cutlets. A turkey chop is cut a little bit thicker, and they're so darn hard to find. A turkey cutlet is that thin, paper thin thing, and a tenderloin is the softest under part of the breast meat. So this is supposed to be the most tender, the less dry. So we're gonna find out today. So,
and you know what? Also, Jerome made a good point. Leftover turkey makes great turkey soup.
yes, now I know. I said I'm gonna make some turkey soup. That's what you're giving away my recipes, Jerome. You're giving away my recipes. Okay. So let me show you what they look like. Let me get a fork because I don't want to touch this right this moment. Okay. So let me get the fork I just had. Wash that out. So I can pick it up and put it on the cutting board. And the reason why I'm cutting, now normally you can just stick it in the oven like this. But, I'm trying to do the quick, fast, and a hurry thing. So that's why I am cutting it. I'm slicing it so it can cook faster. Okay? So this is what it looked like.
I see Auntie Pam also said, beautiful assistant, you look gorgeous as well in your outfit.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
This is one breast. This is one side. And this is the other. Now, you said 4 came in it?
Yes.
Okay, so 4 came in it. Okay?
And they're pretty big.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dry these off as well as I can because they really are juicy.
Oh, and by the way, I already put meat tenderizer on.
Okay, so that's why they're juicy. Good job. Because I thought I was going to have to, she already put my brine on it. So that's good. It's been sitting, for what, about an hour?
Yeah.
About an hour in my 8-ounce meat tenderizer, my brine, and that's why it's so moist. Also, but it is very tender. Okay, it has a little piece of fat on here, which I don't want to see. So I'm going to get that
I
off.
thought you might need it to keep it moist.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, it wasn't too
That little, it's not even fat. It's more like a little membrane.
Oh.
That's what it is. Insane in the membrane.
Hey.
Okay, why did I start them, y'all? I didn't even know they knew that song. Okay, so let me take this over here. And so I'm putting this down. So I'm going to bring you down here so I'll let you see. And hopefully my knife is sharp enough so I don't sit here and embarrass myself.
Well, if not, I have a secondary knife.
Okay, she has another one in case this doesn't work. But I would like for it to work, y'all. Okay, so let me bring this in here. Okay, can everybody see our turkey?
Yes, we bring it in. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm taking my turkey and I'm going to cut them in probably about a 1/4 inch. Oh, it's working.
Yeah.
So just like that. See about this thick. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to be uniform as much as I can. Okay. And see, I hadn't planned to do this in front of y'all. This would have already been cut. But what the heck?
Learn the technique.
Those are some nice clean cuts.
Yeah.
Yes. I was a surgeon in my former life. Okay, so there you go.
Also, the importance of having a nice sharp knife when you're cutting.
Yes.
You don't want your knife to be dull.
Let it slice through like book.
Nope, you don't. You don't want your knife to be dull. So I have a nice amount here. So let me do the other one.
Okay. So 2 little breasts do a lot.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm trying to make sure that I cut them pretty evenly because I want them to cook at the same time.
Jerome says you just wanted to show off your nails.
Really? I want to show off my nails? Really, Jerome? Okay. If that's what you say, I'm just trying to cut this meat. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so this is going to be quite a bit.
That's definitely a good thing.
This is going to be quite a bit. So if it doesn't shrink up into little circles, this may be the way to go. I get 4 of these. This is more than enough meat for Thanksgiving, and I'm having a ham and I'm having turkey wings. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah. This is more than enough.
Go out there and get it before they all take them off.
I know, and see, these are easy to store. See, getting the whole turkey, then I got to worry about where I'm going to put it for 2 weeks. But see, I'm gonna tell y'all about that and that advanced turkey purchase. I'm gonna tell y'all about something. I'm gonna tell you something really good about that. Tell you the secret. Okay, so this one is not is big, so I'm going to cut it like this because it is kind of thick, and I just let it have its way, and it's just sitting like that. So there you go. We're all cut up. I'm going to wash my hands, get a piece of foil, and then we're going to season this puppy. Ugh. Okay, let me be careful.
Oh, wait. If you're about to wash your hands, I'm going to get you the other stuff.
Yes, she's getting me the good soap so I don't wash my hands with the dishwasher detergent and finish ruining my skin. Because I forgot just that quick, y'all.
We almost the same age now.
I know, right? Okay, so I'm going to wash my hands and wash the fork. First, I'm going to wash the fork. So I will be using some dishwashing detergent for that, so we can kill all bacteria and salmonella. Okay. I'll put that over there. Now I'm going to wash my hands. Make sure nothing's underneath these nails. And get them all nice and clean. And then I'm going to get a piece of foil to put that on so I can season it up. And then I'm going to get in it because I'm going to do it on top of the stove. And that's why I cut it the way I cut it. So I can do it on top of the stove. Again, you can do this in the oven, but I got my corn pudding in there, and I don't want anything to bother my corn pudding. So that's why I'm doing this.
Star of the show.
Exactly, because that's the star of the show. She's right. That's the star of the show. So let me move this over here. And let me get some foil so I can season this up. So is everybody excited for Turkey Day? They say that Thanksgiving is one of the biggest holidays of the year, even bigger than Christmas. People go and they spend time with their loved ones, and it's the most traveled holiday of the year. Now, the kicker is going to be with all these federal workers that are not employed right now, not getting paid. Will there be enough people in the airport? Yeah, to travel. Although, really, I mean, I don't know. I'll be traveling right here. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. Let me get this on here. I'm using my fork. I don't know if I want to travel. I don't enjoy traveling on holidays like that because, and not even that, because I like cooking my own food. You know, to travel somewhere, and I'm not going to say that if I travel somewhere that the food may be subpar, okay? But hey, that's the risk you take. So, my mother, this is the story time. I'm going to tell you. So, my father was a funny man. He never liked to eat out at restaurants. He just didn't eat out. So. Or like to eat at other people's houses. He was just funny like that. I never found out why. Something must have happened. I think something happened when he was in Korea, and that kind of But anyway, that's another story. But so when we would go over to my mother's best friend's house, Aunt Becky. and they were like sisters. And she was my brother's godmother, and Aunt Becky could cook. He would always have my mother cook dinner. She would always cook dinner before she went to Aunt Becky's house. Now, Aunt Becky could cook, and you always had things to bring home or whatever, and that could have been a day off for my mother. But my father was so funny about eating out, you know, so we always had our own food at home, you know, just in case. So I guess I've just picked up that habit. And like I said, for me, when you have a lot of people in your family and you're the person that does all of the coordinating for things, shoot, it feels like you already been at work or whatever, getting everybody ready. This is better. Okay. I can do this at my own pace. I can have what I want. And when I'm tired, I can go get in my bed and let them do what they do. And I don't have to worry about waiting in the airport. But that's just me. If I had a lot of people that I wanted to be with, I think I would be the host. I would be the host, and they would have to come to me. But I'm going to be a smart host. But everybody is either, if you don't cook, send me some money so I can buy them groceries. Okay? We all going to pitch in. Okay, exactly. It can be a potluck, but it's not all going to be on Casey. Okay, so beautiful sister already put some meat tenderizer on here. I'm just going to put a little tad more, just a little bit, because I'm not using any salt. And this is the magic here. Get yourself, almost dropped it. Get yourself some. I can never do these labels. What is my problem? Okay, so let me get this. I'm just put a little bit on here. And is it open? Nope, it's not. Okay. Note to self, make sure all of your spices and your seasonings are open before you get on TV. So, that's not my job. See, that's why you got a sous chef. Okay, anywho. Okay, so I'm taking just a little, and I'm going to put that on this side. And it's not going to be a whole lot of seasoning on here. It really isn't, because this is really simple. Not hard, and you can use really whatever seasons you like. I found me a couple of packets of Sazon, which I really love. You said shot shaking at the beauty. Let me get my salt shaker so I can put my Sazon in it. And almost forgot. This is a must-have because I don't use regular celery anymore. This is it. It has such a better flavor, in my opinion. You got to try it. Okay, so I'm taking this Sazon because it comes in packets like this. This is no sodium, no MSG, no salt. It comes in packets. So when you're sprinkling stuff, it makes it kind of hard to get it equally distributed. So I keep a little salt shaker that I bought from the dollar store, and I use it for situations like this, where whatever seasoning I have does not come in a shaker bottle. And so this is my Sazon bottle. So I'm putting it in here so I can shake it on here. Okay, come on. Trying to get in here. Okay, so I got that. I'm gonna put this on here. So I'm gonna do the Sazon. I am going to do Casey's Blessing, of course, and you can use whatever all-purpose seasoning you want to use, whatever you like. I am going to use some onion powder. I'm going to have my pepper, and I will have a little bit of paprika. Now, this doesn't have any skin, so of course, you know, you're not going to have that little crispy skin bit. But not to worry. We don't care about the crispy bit skin, because this is breast meat. So we're going to take this Sazon, and I'm going to sprinkle it on my turkey.
Now, out of curiosity, do they have pre-cut breasts that have the skin?
Yeah, they do. And bone in, too.
Oh.
But that's too much like work, because I want to take it out anyway. Now, for me, if I wanted the skin, then I would buy the one with the bone in, and like I do with my thighs, I just debone it, and I still have my skin. Because see, when you get boneless, skinless stuff, it's just that. It's boneless, skinless. They don't keep the skin on. It takes a little bit of maneuvering to get the bone out, you know, without messing up the integrity of the piece of meat. but it's not that hard. You just really need a really sharp paring knife. That's what I use. Okay, so I got.
Don't do a Jason Nutter like me.
No, don't do a Jason Nutter like beautiful assistant. See, I didn't blow her spot when she did that, y'all.
They already know.
But I didn't show y'all the product. I did not show y'all the product. Oh boy, did I not show you the product? I turned it into something else. Okay, I made it a different meal. So I'm putting my Casey's Blessing on here, and I'm going to show y'all what it needs to look like when you finish seasoning this stuff. Because I think it's one thing to tell you, it's something else for you to read it. It's a whole different ball game when you see it. You know, I mean, at least for me. Okay, so Casey's Blessing, I can pretty much put however much I want on here because it has no salt. It's nothing but herbs and spices. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to do some onion powder. Okay, I'm back again. So streaming, what can I tell you? All right, so I left off with the onion powder, and I'm going to put some on one side. So I'm still on the same side, y'all. Now, like I told you guys, everybody, remember, I don't go outside with one shoe on. Maybe some people do. Oh. Oh, I tell you the sneezing. I'm sorry. I don't go outside with one shoe on. I hope you don't either. I ain't gonna tell you that they're not mismatched because they may be if I'm Russian. However, I have two. It's the same thing with your meats. You have to season both sides. Do not season one side and then cook that meat, please. Please, whatever you do. Okay, so now I'm going to take some black pepper and hit it just like that.
Jerome said, well, I just felt like I was at work and had to call help desk.
I know, for real, right?
Yes.
For real. I'm telling you, I think I'm going to have to get a second router. I run a business here. I'm joking. My house is full of electronics. So I'm thinking that may be the issue. Or I may need to clean my router out of debris. And that's you can find out how to do that online. I found that out. So I may have to do that too. Or it just may be the fact that, hey, this is what happens when you stream. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. But hey, we try to deal with all of the catastrophes. What did you say? Did you just
talk about that stuff? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
She spoke it.
I sure did. And I began. Oh, you would not. I got the wires and everything down. Yes, we just talked about that stuff, sir. But see, you do as I say, not as I do. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to let you guys see what it looks like on one side. And you want it to look like this on both sides. Okay, can you see what I see? This is what it should look like. If it ain't looking like this, you ain't got enough seasoning. And this doesn't include salt. I would rather salt it as it's cooking than to put too much on now. Okay? So I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip it good. So I was thinking to myself, I wonder what I'm thankful for this year. Okay? There's a lot of things I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that I woke up another year and got to be 36. I'm thankful for that. I am thankful for my family, as nutty fruitcake as they are. Okay? I'm thankful for that. Yes, I am. I am thankful that I am able to be employed, that I am employed. I am thankful that I found this life here on YouTube with you guys, and I met all of you. And for those of you I haven't been in my chat or whatever, and I hope to meet more of you and to do this full time. And I know that that's going to happen someday. Okay, but I'm thankful that I'm able to do this and that I love it and I love being with you guys. You know, I'm thankful for a whole lot of things. I am making a conscious effort to be thankful in spite of the things that you could stress about. And, you know, we all say that and then we fall right back into that pit. But we have to, everything we got to do, we have to be intentional. I have so many more summers behind me than I do in front of me. I ain't got the time or the inclination, y'all. I'm for real. So I have to pick myself up and don't allow myself to go down into the abyss. So yes, I'm going to be thankful, even though there are things that could stress me out, do stress me out. But in this moment in time, I'm going to be thankful just to be here. What are you guys thankful for?
Definitely.
Anybody?
I mean, I'm thankful that everyone is in good health, not just myself, but my people that I care about. I'm thankful that we get to spend this holiday together as a unit, all of us. Yeah. Thankful that we get to grow together.
I'm thankful for new experiences and the people that I get to share those experiences with.
Yeah.
I got you. Anybody there in my chat? What are you thankful for? I'm gonna be thankful in about 16 minutes because I'm gonna check this score pudding.
No.
Now I'm just seasoning the other side, y'all. That's all. But the same way I did that one. Okay, let me get that on here. I gotta put my Sazon on here. Okay.
Jerome said, thankfulness should be on a daily basis once your eyes open up. Amen.
Yeah, that's for sure. For sure. And that's how we got to think about it. Because life is rough. Okay. Life is never going to be what we consider perfect. Okay. But let's take perfection 1 minute at a time. How about that?
Yeah.
That's what I think. Take it one, instead of wanting it all in big clumps. Hey, take it 1 minute at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm almost finished with the seasoning. Okay, and I'm going to do my pepper. Just like that. Now, I asked beautiful assistant to cut me up some veggies. So I have some red pepper and some white onion here. That's why you can't hardly see it. And it's just roughly sliced up. It's not diced or anything like that because I want to have those veggies. And then I have my dried celery flakes that I'm going to put in also. I also have some of this cream of chicken soup with herbs. And that's going to help make my little gravy that I want. That's going to be so good with this.
We have a little bit more from Jerome. Once you wake up, you get to do over, make different choices that you didn't make before to better yourself. That's right. That's a good point. I'm thankful for every day that I can be a better me.
Exactly.
Big fact.
I agree. Give him a clap on that one.
Yeah.
I need a virtual clap. Okay, yes. Let me look at this stuff and see what's going on. Woo! Let's see. I'm gonna shake it, y'all, and see if it's loose. If it's loose, then I'm gonna cover it.
I'm smelling them deliciousnesses over there.
Yeah, I don't want it to get too brown. Yeah, it's still loose. It needs more. It needs more.
What? You might want to turn it up a bit because typically you put it on 375.
No, but they want it's 350 with all the stuff in here.
Okay, so cook slow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let it see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they said 40 to 50 minutes, so I'm gonna see. If it's not doing what I want to do, then yeah, I will turn it up. But I want it to be. It's cooking. I'm cooking around the edges.
Yeah, that's usually what happens first.
Yeah.
And then it comes to the
But it looks good, so we're gonna get this turkey.
You call it chicken junior.
I'm gonna call it something. Okay. So
Chicken adjacent.
exactly. Okay, let me get this over here. Okay, make sure that this thing is all the way on the eye, because that's been what? A mess. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the Okay, let me get this meat over here. Okay, I'll put it right here.
Auntie Pam, she said, I'm thankful that God saw fit to extend my life for February 26th this year. I'm I lost it. I think she took it out. Okay, well, when she puts it back, I'll finish it.
Okay. thankful that everybody is here and we're able to experience the experiences that we are having right now. I really am. Okay, so let me spray this. This little booger right here, it loves to stick.
I gotta say though, like especially in this day and time, there's always something you can find to be unhappy about.
All day long.
You have to look
all day long. We can find, and she's right, beautiful sister is right. We can find a million things to be mad about, sad about, unnerved about, depressed about. But do we really try to flip that script and find things to be happy about? Okay. We seem to think that the only time we can be happy is if it's something big and monumental. Okay. You could be happy like my little grandson. He looked up at the stars and he was elated. He was happy because he saw a clear sky and could see the star. If we, and it's really adults, it's a lot with us as we grow older, okay, and we start getting jaded. It's just the way it is. And the pressures of life. If we looked at life through the eyes of children, you would have a whole lot less stress. You really would. Because it's the simple things in life that makes them happy. We teach them to be complicated, but they're not complicated. We are taught to be difficult in life. Okay, we really are. So I am going to use a little bit of canola oil. I'm gonna heat this skillet up. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just brown it just a little bit, not a whole lot, a little. Okay. And I will probably turn the stove back on, the oven and going on again because this is not ready. And if it doesn't do what I want it to do, because it's probably like 40, 45 minutes. I put it on 40. So.
Also, I wanted to finish reading Pam's comment. She said she's thankful for all the blessings that she receives and can give to others.
Yes, exactly. And you do give everybody blessings because my sister, I'm burning up the house. It don't take but a second. Okay, let me bring this down. Okay, let me put my oil in here. Okay. Now you can stop smoking. Okay. I put a little oil in it.
Smoking section.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So I put a little oil in.
Oh, let me read out Jerome's comment. Said, yesterday I set up my porch and just looked at the sky and watched the clouds for an hour. Yes.
How nice is that?
That's beautiful. And you know what? We took the kids just to walk around the neighborhood and just admire nature and look at pine cones and just like the birds. It's like the little things that we take for granted.
Yep.
You really start to appreciate when you sit and you really think about it.
Okay, I'm testing to see. Okay, it's not angry enough, so I'm not putting it in yet. Okay. She's fixing, my hair is standing on top of my head, so she's fixing it.
Yep. Good.
Y'all know I'm comfortable with y'all at this point. All right, so I think it's ready. So I just want to kind of just sear it a little. So I'm gonna put this meat in, this fowl, this turkey. And I don't want to crowd my pan because when you crowd your pan, it takes your heat down in your pan. And I'm going to be careful with this thing because, like I said, I think that the bottom of the pan is bigger than my biggest eye. And my biggest eye on the stove is pretty big. But this truly is a 12-inch pan.
You know what's interesting, though? This was just like a side thought since you said fowl. Why do they call birds that?
I don't know. I have to look that up. Beautiful sister wants to know why they refer to birds as fowl. I have to look that up.
Typically, that's a bad connotation.
Yes, it is. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: chickens are kind of dirty.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you ever went to a farm, or I remember I used to work next, and where we worked, where our offices was next to a turkey farm. You talking about the worst smell ever emitting from that place?
Really?
Oh goodness, it was a terrible odor.
Well, fowl in its old English term actually means bird.
Oh.
Okay, but why did they name birds fowl? I know that, but I'm saying, why would they choose that word? They could have chosen.
Anything.
They could have chosen any word.
Well, I can't say for certain. But...
Right. So that's what the question you need to ask. Why did they choose the word fowl to identify birds? That's the question. I need to know. Now, inquiring minds need to know. See the trouble you cause, beautiful sister? With your random thoughts? Okay, guys, so I'm just going to try to brown it from one side. I know, right? She's going to make me tell that story, y'all, about, she's always saying it.
No.
Okay, so
it says the word comes from the Old English flugel, which means bird. F-U-G-E-L. I don't know if that said properly.
But what does that have to do with fowl?
But its meaning shifted over time to a more specific category within the larger bird group, also often in an agricultural or culinary context. Okay,
so somebody who cooked, some chef said, "Ooh, this looks foul." So, I think I would have came up with a prettier name, y'all.
Yeah, so it's a word that came from the Germanic word "fugel."
It came from the Germanic word.
Yeah.
So German.
Yeah. Fugel related to words like the German vogel.
Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all see.
Oh, or the Latin word.
I'm gonna try to let y'all see without making a mess. Okay, so this needs to be turned when it looks like that.
You heard me, Mom?
No, I didn't.
So it comes from both German and Latin words.
Okay.
Latin word "flaeoran," which means to fly.
Okay.
And "fugel," which means bird.
Okay, and that's how we ended up with fowl.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys heard Beautiful Assistant, but she had a whole epitaph over there. And my goodness, when I tell you this meat is so tender and it's raw, and I'm putting my fork through it and it's just gliding through. If it ends up being like this, oh, you know that I am having this for Thanksgiving. And I'm going to get me some more like today, like Beautiful Assistant said, while it's on sale. And I can put it in my freezer and it will be perfect. But this is beautiful. Okay. Because I'm happy.
Yay.
Yes. I think that was the best song ever made, really. I don't think the best song ever, but it really did make you happy. It made me happy. Okay, let me flip. Come on, let's flip. Come on, let's flip. Let's groove tonight. Speaking of tonight, guess what we're doing on the Love Rhythm recipe? I am going to take something else that was on sale. 2 mistakes. I wanted salmon, but salmon was off the Richter scale, expensive where I am. So I decided to get some tuna steaks, which were very inexpensive before. And I am going to do something. I'm going to have a delicious buttery herb garlic sauce that will go on this. I'm going to sear it. Anyway, you need to come. And I'm going to have a beautiful side with it. It's going to be really good for tonight. And our topic tonight is what made you, what makes you love your mate? So, yeah. That's going to be really interesting. And not just the superficial, not just the physical, but what really made you love your mate or makes you love your mate. So that's what we're going to be talking about. I think it's going to be interesting. So, if you want to be part of the wonderful world of relationships and food, hurry on down to the Love Rhythm recipe at 7:30 p.m. tonight. Take a nap, Be ready. You're going to learn a good recipe and we're going to talk a little. Yes, we are. Okay, this one just does not want to brown on that side. So I'm going to put you in the middle. Because all the rest of its brothers is fine.
That one said, I want to be the main track.
Yeah. Yep, that one said, I'm just going to be myself. I'm going to turn you down just a little. How about that? Let's see, because I know this is not ready. I know this is not ready. It's about to go off, so I know it's not ready. I'm going to give it another 10 minutes. Because beautiful sister may be right. Even though I'm told to do 350, I probably should have did 375. And that's another lesson that you learn. When you learn your stove, your oven may work a little different than what you see in a recipe or someone tells you that it works for them. So you want to have a roundabout kind of decision. You may have to turn yours down because it heats up really quickly, like mine. You may have to turn it up. Okay, that's good. I'm tired of waiting for you. Okay. So once you get it browned on both sides, this looks really good. I am truly impressed with this. I turned it down, so I'm gonna get it back up because I wanted to get that little crisp on it, and then I'm going to put my onions and stuff in there. It's really simple. It's not hard, and it'll go really perfect with this corn pudding whenever it decides to get done. Let's see. Oh, it's rising. Let's see if it's still shaking. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's turn you off. It's still a little soft. So I'm gonna keep it in here because it's the middle, so. And it's probably my extra ingredients too. So I'm gonna leave you on. I'm gonna put you on for another 10 minutes to see what happens. Oh, what did I do? Off. Okay, bake, 350, start, and let me put the timer on for another 10. Timer on. And we'll see, because it is congealing, but we want it to be not rocking and rolling. Okay, so now that this is brown on both sides, you got your nibbly bits in here. The nibbly bits are the good thing. The nibbly bits is nothing but the seasoned oil from the seasoning that's on your meat or whatever. And you don't want to wash your nibbly bits away. You want your nibbly bits to stay with you because the nibbly bits are going to help to do what? Season the rest of your meal. So always keep your nibbly bits. I know you're like, what the heck is a nibbly bit? Okay. Yes. When my cookbook comes out, right, I'm going to have a glossary of all of the terminology that I use, so y'all will know. Okay, so I'm going to bring this over to you guys. Let me bring it down. I got to get it back quick. You see that? That's what it's supposed to look like. That stuff in there with the grease is nibbly bits.
Yep, I want that. That's where the flavor is.
That's where the flavor lies. Okay? So now that we have that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my can of herbed cream of chicken soup, and of course, what? Butter. Because butter does what? Makes all things better. And I may use 2 of these cans, I'm not sure. And then I have a poultry blend. So I bought the poultry blend because there's several other things here that I want to use. I want to use a little piece of the sage leaf. I want to use the thyme, and I do want to use the rosemary. Now, I'm not cutting this up. I'm going to sit it on top because I want to pull it out. I just want it to get the flavor. And it's really going to give it a good flavor. Okay, so.
Oh, and before we continue to my lovely viewers out there, don't forget to drop us a like, show us you're enjoying this beautiful, delicious meal that we're preparing for you.
I don't know if you heard. Did you hear her? Okay. She's saying, please like. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to take a half a cup of chicken broth and put it in here. Now, maybe even a cup, because I want to have a nice little gravy. Okay, so yeah, about a cup. I don't want to submerge this meat, so we're going to do it where half of it is exposed and half of it is, that's the oven, because I pressed the wrong button when I was trying to put the timer on, so I had to turn it back on. So I want to have enough here so it can make my gravy. I'm going to put my whole stick of butter in here, but I'm going to cut it up because I want to distribute it around, okay? So I'm going to cut it up and not just drop it on in here. And I'm going to go quickly because it's on a 6, and so it's starting to boil, and I don't want it to boil rapidly yet. I want it to kind of simmer so it can thicken up. So I'm going to cut this up in little chunks, but I'm going to use the whole stick of butter. Okay, and we're going to just put it in strategic places throughout our pan. Just like that. That's wonderful, just like that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the cream of chicken soup with herbs, and I'm going to kind of stir it around, and I'm going to kind of drop it in here because what it will do will start melting into the liquid. I'm not going to agitate it. Agitating means I'm not going to stir it around. I'm going to let it kind of melt down into here. And then once it melts down into here, then I will stir it around. Okay, so let me get that out of the way. I'm going to put a little bit of my garlic in here. My fresh garlic. So a half a teaspoonful of my fresh garlic. Just like that. And then I'm going to get my celery flakes. And I'm just going to let it rain. Because see, they're dry. But once they get wet, they get reanimated. And the flavor is amazing. So I'll do about a tablespoonful of the celery flakes. That's going to be yummy. Okay, then I'm not done yet. I'm going to take a little bit more of onion powder. Because now what I'm doing is seasoning my sauce. Because you want to season every layer of your stuff. So I'm going to hit it with some KC blessing too. Just like that. And a little bit of pepper. If you notice, I haven't put any salt in here yet. That would probably be the last thing I do after beautiful assistant tastes it. It needs just a little salt. I don't ever think it needs any salt, but you know. Yeah, she's going to say it. She always does. Okay, so now I'm going to take my 3 herbs, my basil, my Italian herbs, and my parsley. I'm going to use the rest of this parsley because, like I said, this parsley is getting kind of dry. So it's time to get a new one, open up a new one. So I'm going to do 2 pinches of that and 1 pinch of each one of these other herbs. Okay, pinch. I got to hurry because it's boiling. And as it's boiling, it's cooking because this stuff is almost done. And that is why I cut it up. And another pinch of this. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of this sage. So sage looks like this when it's fresh. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 leaves of sage. I'm not going to cut it up. I'm going to lay it on top. I'm going to take, and this is fresh thyme. And fresh thyme just looks like a little weed. So I'm going to take 3 of the little weeds, 3 of the sage, and did they give me any rosemary in here? Nope, they didn't bring me any rosemary. Okay, so I guess I won't be using any rosemary, but if you have rosemary, use it. Okay, I'm going to, yeah, you can check and see if they got a separate one, but I thought rosemary came in this packet. It usually does. They gypped me, y'all. They gypped me. So I'm putting this in here right on the side. And then I'm going to take my vegetables and I'm going to put them in. And then I'm going to let this simmer.
Motion detected at the front door.
Okay.
I see baby dill, mint, and chives.
They didn't give it to me. Okay, so it was supposed to be in that. That's why I bought it, but it's fine. If you have rosemary, put it in there. If you don't, it's not going to kill you. Okay? But it should be in this poultry seasoning packet, which is why I did this. But that's okay. They got the manufacturer got over on me, y'all. Put that back. Put that back. And move that over here. Now I'm going to get some of this stuff and put it in the trash. So I'll have some space. Okay. Now I'm just tossing this stuff because I want to cover. I'm going to cover my pan. Did you give me the cover? Yeah, I see the cover. Okay.
Smells so good.
Okay, it does smell very good, doesn't it? Okay, and I'm going to get some of this debris up off my stove. That's what I need because it's like getting on the last nerve, y'all.
Do you need a cover or a cleaner?
Yeah, we do need a cleaner. As a matter of fact, when I close this, you can come over here and clean this. Okay, so now what I'm doing, because I told you guys I was not going to agitate this meat until the cream of chicken stew started kind of incorporating itself, melting down into the liquid, into the chicken stock. So now I will agitate this meat to kind of get it all mixed together. And then I'm going to turn it down and just let it simmer until my vegetables in here kind of get soft and wilt. And like I said, it should be done like in a minute or so. It's falling apart. This stuff is tender. Woo! I may put a little cream in here just to thicken up this sauce. But this is truly tender. Wow. Okay. All right, we're going to put our top on. I'm going to turn it down to about 4. So that's about a medium. Okay, let me wipe off my stove. I smell that corn pudding. I hope that corn pudding. Yeah, it is called corn pudding or corn casserole, whichever you want. It's the same stuff.
Cheesy corn casserole.
And some people don't put cheese in theirs, but I've tasted it with the cheese, and I can't do it any other way. Okay, this is time saying that there's been another 10 minutes. I'm gonna look again.
Oh, why don't you stick a toothpick in?
Now I can just jiggle.
I don't need that.
No, I'm saying when it jiggles in the middle, you get jiggly puffs. You know that it's not ready. So let me.
Oh, now, is it possible that it may be a little more wet because you use cream corn and other?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little softer, but it shouldn't be jiggling like that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see what we got in the middle because it's nice and brown on the outside. Okay, so
Spring back.
yeah, it's ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it with a little bit of foil lightly. I'm going to let it sit for 5 more minutes. So, and then, yeah, because I don't want it to over brown, but it's not jiggling as much in the middle. So, I need another pot holder.
Oh,
I got it. I was looking for my little small square ones, but
I think they need.
I prefer having those. Boy, it smells good, though. I'm just going to lightly, I'm not going to even close the foil. I'm just going to cover it. Because you can't see. Wait a minute, y'all. Oh, yes. Okay, just a little bit of foil because I don't want it to over brown. I love this color, golden color right here. And I just wanted to make sure that in the middle, I'm not eating raw cornbread mix. Because you can't do the cake mix thing. You know how you stick it in the middle? Because it is going to come out with something on it because it is a softer, soft. Once it sets up, then, it's a little bit stiffer. But hot out the oven is kind of melty, right, y'all? With all that cheese. All that cheese. Okay, let's see what my meat is doing. My meat is looking beautiful. Beautiful sister, this meat is cooked. I'm just letting the sauce thicken up. Okay. So you might want to taste and see if you need a little salt. I'll put that in, then I'll put a little cream in, and I'm going to do another 5 minutes on this.
Oh, it smells so good over here.
Okay, I'm going to sit down. If you notice, I haven't had another drink of coffee since don't say nothing, Jerome, you know.
You know what's up. Ooh, it's pretty.
Okay. My sister-in-law is telling me, no, I said corn casserole. Well, you could call me Ray or you could call me Jay. Tomato. It is corn pudding. It can be corn casserole. It depends on, I guess, what region you come from and what you want to call it. You know, you can put cheese in it. You cannot put cheese in it. You can make it from scratch, you know, with cornmeal and stuff and not use the Jiffy. You know, I'm not doing all that, okay? Because I'm going to get the same effect.
You know what's crazy? What do they put in Jiffy that's not in regular cornmeal?
Sugar.
Oh, wow.
She wanted to know what goes in Jiffy that makes it different than just making it yourself, okay? It's called sweetener. They put sweetener in Jiffy. Even when you make your own cornbread, it's not going to taste like that because if you start reading some of them ingredients, yeah, it's probably some high fructose something or another in there. You know, I don't know. But it tastes good, and yeah. I don't eat it all the time, but when I eat it, I want some Jiffy. I do know that I think it used to have lard in it.
Oh.
Okay, which doesn't bother me any because pork fat rules for me. But for those people who are vegetarian, they actually, and it must have some type of meat shortening or something in it because they have a vegetarian Jiffy, version of Jiffy. So, yeah. Oh, you didn't taste the stuff?
I thought it was good.
Oh, when did you taste it?
While you were talking.
With what?
That's good. That's right.
Okay, it's good as in no salt.
No salt.
Seasoned well. Okay. Okay, she's giving her salt taste of approval. She says no salt is required. I didn't think so anyway. Okay, and it was falling apart, right? Yeah, meat's falling apart. So it's going to be very tender, very succulent, and that's what Casey's going to be doing for Thanksgiving. I ain't buying no freaking turkey. I'm going to give me some turkey wings and bake those suckers up all nice and crispy and yummy. And I'm going to have this like this, probably a little different seasonings, whatever. I am going to make some yummy, delicious sage stuffing muffins to go with it. I'm going to have some delicious mac and cheese. I'm going to have corn pudding. I'm going to have my special string bean mix that I came up with. I'm going to have me some fresh collard greens. Oh, yeah. It's just going to be a party in my mouth, and I won't be able to eat any of it. But yeah, I won't be able to eat a whole lot of it because by the time I finish cooking, you'll be too tired. You don't want to eat.
Yeah, you know about. I'll just enjoy the smells.
Okay, what did I say? Did I tell y'all I was cooking? Scratch that.
Auntie Pam already knows that.
I'm directing. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to direct it, and that's that. So I'm gonna get a little bit of cream, y'all, and put it in here so it can thicken up a little more. And yeah. Then I think it will be where we would need it to be. But as you see, this doesn't take long, not at all. Just a little bit of cream, half a cup. Stir it in. This smells fabulous. Fabulous. That's good. Getting nice and thick. This will be good on some rice or some noodles.
Or you can make it into a soup.
Or soup, yeah. Cut it up in smaller pieces. Have you a nice cream of turkey soup or something like that.
Over some stuffing.
So many things you can do.
Got options.
Okay. So.
And is a very fairly quick meal. You can make this on a weeknight.
You can make that on a weeknight. You sure could. You sure could. It's turkey on a weeknight, y'all.
Yup, and have leftovers.
Yep.
That's good. Cheap leftovers.
This right here cost me $8.99.
Oh my goodness.
$8.99.
Oh yeah, that's
So
definitely
yeah.
for sure.
Now I'm very sure it's seasonal because I've never seen. I never looked. But I think it's probably seasonal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm coming. I got to get this off my bunch of scratches on my thing here. I don't know where that came from. Got to buff it out. Okay, so let's get that off of there. All right, so let's see. Let's see what our corn pudding look like. Let me move my chair out the way. Okay, let's turn it off. Okay, let's see. Ooh, yeah, I think that is
Good to go.
I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's good.
So question, for those of us who want to have corn pudding and mac and cheese, would you suggest maybe skipping the cheese and the corn pudding or just go for the gusto?
No, go for the gusto because I like cheese in my corn pudding. So you greedy people just have to you will just have to make a choice or just eat a smaller portion.
Or have some fiber one on hand.
Yeah, whatever.
It's worth it.
Okay, I'm still thinking because it's still moving.
This slide was not too much.
Well, this is still moving. This is still moving.
Turn it up a bit.
Okay, I'm going to do like beautiful sister said. I'm going to turn it up a notch. But I'm going to cover it. And while I do that, then I'm going to tell, because I didn't even get to talk about my coffee today. I forgot all about that. I got so deep into this food. Okay, so I'm going to turn it up. Okay, so bake. 375. Okay, start. And while I tell you about, and I'm going to take this meat down because it's going to disintegrate. Oh, wow. Because my vegetables need to get soft. And the meat is so soft, it's not falling off the bone. It ain't no bone. But it's melting your mouth. Yes, it is. So while I'm sitting here, okay, you could have stuck a stick in the middle of that. No, I didn't want to stick a stick in it, Jerome, because it's not going to ever be dry. So it's always going to have something to come out. So what you do is when you're checking this corn pudding, you want to shake it a little. When you tilt it, it looks like it's sliding. It is still too loose. Now once you take it out, you let it sit. The best results is going to be sitting for about 15 minutes. And then, it's still going to be hot. You can cut it, but it's still going to be hot. Okay, so let's see what I got here. So I was talking about coffee nostalgia, right? So all of this is like the smell that starts a memory. Your first coffee that you ever smelled or drank or whatever. That's pretty much what the nostalgia is, okay? Like waking up to the sound of the percolator going, if you're that old or whatever. The first morning pot brewing, in your childhood. See, it wasn't no percolator. My mama had a pot with some hot water and some instant coffee. And I don't know I think it was Maxwell House. Yes, it was. Okay. The aroma hit. There was no aroma because as soon as she put that stuff down, I went and snuck some. That's why I'm short. Okay. So coffee connection. Okay. It's really just the coffee. It's a moment that you shared during the time you had the coffee. Okay. So bringing up old family mornings in grandma's kitchen. See, my grandma did not drink coffee. My grandma drank something called Postum. Now, I don't know what it's made out of, but yeah, she drank that. So quiet moments. It's all about the memories, like the corners of my mind. That's what it's about. So, the coffee you grew up on, like I said, I grew up on Maxwell House. My mother had Senka. She had Taster's Choice. What you said? You smelled that call if I knew my mother. Oh, okay. You knew your mother was up when you smelled the coffee? Hey, exactly. See, I knew that the coffee was coming, okay, because my mother was going to drink some. I don't even know if she drank a lot of coffee throughout the day. She probably didn't drink a whole lot because we snuck her coffee. Yeah, I did. We snuck it. Okay, so, we think about how coffee was evolved in our lives. So we want to reflect on what went on way back then when you discovered coffee. I know what went on. I snuck and made some at night when my mother was at work at the post office. And I'm lucky that I didn't burn the house down because my daddy fell asleep. I know, right? And I was about 5 or 6. So, yeah. So, I tell you, that's what happened to me. And it's the vibe, okay? I'm going to tell you, since I've been doing this show and looking up stuff about coffee, I'm telling you, I have found out so many things. This thing keeps going off really. Oh, that's it. That's the heat. Okay, I've done so many things with coffee and found out so much about coffee. And coffee is a movement, y'all, for real. I think if there was no coffee around here, people would probably lose it. I'm not one of those people, but I think people would lose it. Okay, so it is a vibe. Transitioning, into drinking it. And like I said, now, with the young people, they go off to Starbucks. That's the thing or whatever. Little young junior high schoolers and stuff got Starbucks cards and things. See, when we was growing up, they treated coffee like it was an alcoholic beverage. Okay, really. So they was not giving it to no child. Okay, you had to sneak them sips. For real. Okay. Every now and then, my mother, if you bugged her to death, she'd give you a little sip off the spoon. But that was the end of that. And she was being risque by giving somebody some coffee. She was trying to keep us from being short. It didn't work. So yeah, that's all coffee nostalgia is. Just bringing back those memories, like Jerome was saying. He remembers how things smelled, and he knew his mother was up when that coffee smell just kind of wafted through the house. And now for us, it's the same thing because my husband is determined to take it back to the back in the day. So I have a beautiful coffee pot, but he goes and he gets an old-fashioned coffee pot that you got to heat on the stove. Okay, Jerome said, you know what you read. I forgot about that coffee exactly. Coffee for adults and not for little chillins. But it's a cultural thing, like I was telling you. Some cultures, that's part of the gathering and children are invited. Right. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, in this day and time, people take their kids to Starbucks. Hopefully they're getting them decaf, because these little kids bouncing all off the wall to this caffeine. I don't know. Okay.
They do some other things at Starbucks, though. Like tea.
Yeah, like big $6 pieces of cake. Yeah, but if they sell tea, that's just bad. It's full of caffeine, so it's not like, if they have decaf, it's fine. So I'm going to move right on to what I was telling you guys about Thanksgiving dinner price busters. I'm going to tell you like this. When I buy a turkey, and they are contradicting what I say, but maybe it depends on where you live. But wherever I've lived, I always bought my turkey the day before, preferably the night before. And you know why? Because those $50, $60 turkeys ended up being half the price. $19.99, $16. If you had a lot of people, you need a big giant turkey. I would say this, the smaller turkeys were probably the ones that weren't left. The bigger ones were left that they couldn't sell for that $60. And now they brought it all the way down. Now, when I did my research, they said that it's best to do it early. I disagree. Okay, maybe where you live it is. Like this turkey that I got right here, these turkey tenderloins. Yeah, I could stock up on these because they are on sale. But see, they're probably on sale because people think that nobody's going to do this. But once you see this, you will probably want to do this. Not just on Thanksgiving, but any old time. Okay, so doing butter and dairy. Buy the store, and I do it all the time. I buy store brand butter. I do not buy brand name butter. Why? Because it's the same milk, it's the same cow, and I'm not paying for somebody's logo. And my butter is delicious. Same thing with sour cream and with cheese. I do not have to buy a name brand cheese. Okay. What you say, Jerome? I can see the supermarket raising the prices on the last day just because it's the last day and they know them. See, I don't get that, Jerome. I'm telling you. I'm going to give you a perfect example. I have a store called Wegmans near me. At the end, when they're getting ready to close, like the end of the day, because usually when I was working outside the house, I would go shopping and everything was cheaper. It was half the price. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you like this. What I will do is get like all my if I like my what do you call it? Cranberry sauce and stuff like that. I'll get that ahead of time because those things kind of run out. If you do stovetop stuffing or whatever, and you want a certain flavor, that may run out. Okay. But in general, I mean, there's peas, like green peas may run out. Okay. But for the most part, I can get everything I need and I do it every single year. So I guess it depends on where you live, you know, because I don't see them raising the prices because most people are smart and they shop early. So I would give it a shot. You know, I mean, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this stuff ahead of time. But other than that,
Did you set an alarm for your food?
no, I'm just watching it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just watching. I have it covered. So, you know, they're saying use canned vegetables and things like that versus fresh. I don't do canned too much, but I will do the frozen kind that, you know, steam fresh vegetables. I would do that. And they're saying the whole birds are cheaper per pound than getting a turkey breast. Well, as you see, okay, I guess it depends on if you look up. It probably is. The pieces are higher. Okay, you're not cheating the recipe, you're upgrading. But if you want to do pieces, hey, go to YouTube University and they will show you how to cut a bird up. Okay, and you just cook the pieces that you want and you save the ones for later, you know. Reuse ingredients across the dishes. So if you have, like, I have the cornbread mix, yeah, I have it for this, I'm going to use it in something else, you know, so save it on the side. You know, if you got one bag of shredded cheese for mac and cheese or casseroles, you kind of spread it, you know, spread the love. Okay, leftover cream, coffee creamer, mashed potatoes, fluff, or dessert drizzle. Okay, that's how grandma cooked. Nothing was wasted. So we don't waste anything. And I'm going to show you guys a recipe after Thanksgiving. It's going to be the Saturday after Thanksgiving. It's going to blow your mind. Okay, what you can do with cranberry sauce. It's going to blow your mind. Okay, so, you know, you can buy your turkey early if you have somewhere to store it. Or I say try it the day before because I've gotten, you know, a lot of good deals. They're saying russet potatoes are cheaper and fluffier than Yukon Gold. I use red potatoes and they're not expensive and they make the best mashed potatoes ever. Or do one better. Get yourself some of the mashed potatoes, the instant ones, and do what I do and make it like it's your own. Okay? So things like that. Brew coffee at home. Don't go to Starbucks. Do your stuff at home. And I also say if you're having guests, have somebody contribute something to the meal. That way everybody gets to eat. Everybody gets to have a good time, but nobody leaves with a broken pocket. That's about that. Let me check this corn pudding. And I'm going to turn my turkey off. Oh, it's really almost off anyway. Yeah, I'm going to take it up a little because I should have probably cut these onions and stuff a little thinner because this turkey is like done quick, fast, in a hurry. Okay, let's see what we got here. Did this make a difference?
That is pretty.
Yeah, it is. And you keep that foil on there, that's for sure. And you can tell when it's getting done because it starts getting that little cracking in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is good. I'm going to let this sit for a couple of minutes. I'm going to let you guys see it. I'm going to let it sit for a couple of minutes while I get that vegetables. I want those vegetables to kind of wilt a little bit more. I think I had it on too low. What in the world? Why is there a fish in my sink?
That is what.
A gift that came from next door.
Okay. Y'all, I got a big old fish sitting in my sink. My neighbor gave me a fish. They must have gone fishing.
It's a giant rockfish.
Okay. Let me show you guys this. Yeah. Let me show you guys this one. I'm gonna show you what I'm working with. Okay, I'm turning this off. So, okay. I'm gonna show you the beauty of corn pudding. Let me bring you down here. Look at that. Y'all see this?
That's pretty.
Beautiful.
That is, and if I wish I could make you waft the smell. Oh, baby. So for best results, let it sit for 15 minutes and it'll set up. It's like any other casserole. You know, when you dig in it fast, it's going to do its little slide. Okay. So we going to see this one slide because you know they ain't waiting. Okay. And it's over here. And I'm going to leave the foil off because I want some air to hit it so it can kind of set up. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. By this evening, this is going to be perfect because it's going to have cooled down completely. And, yeah, that's good. Okay. So, I didn't break anything. Don't worry.
Okay.
It simply did a roundabout. Okay, so we're going to get some plates. We're going to start to plate this stuff up.
All right. You want a planter bowl?
No, but we're not going to put that on. No, I don't want to put gravy on top of my corn pudding.
Oh,
Me?
yeah,
No, I don't want corn pudding, chicken, whatever. Okay. That I don't want casserole stew. I want separate but equal. That's what I want. Let me get this over here. Okay. And we'll put that there. And
get your plate.
yeah, we need some plates.
These are the.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So while beautiful assistant gets the plates, I'm gonna have a seat. We're gonna bring this over here, out of the way. Okay. And I need a dipping spoon. I have my serving spoons inside that the drawer, so I'm gonna use my serving spoons to dip that out. And I need my tongs because I want to get the meat out, and then I just want to put a little bit of gravy on it. I'm not gonna drown it.
Are you gonna use ladle?
I probably won't need that. I probably just use a spoon because I don't want to drown it. You can drown yours if you want. I'm not trying to drown mine. I need presentation, and give me some parsley for my dish.
All about the visual.
Okay, so I'm getting my serving spoon out for this. And I'm going to get my nice big fork.
What do you want to get? Oh, parsley.
Yeah, my parsley.
Wait, don't we have that?
Okay, so let me bring the corn pudding over here.
That is a pretty pudding.
Let's see what we got.
Nice. Oh, yeah, that ain't moving.
Now, it needed to sit out. So the longer it sits, it sets up.
Right.
So let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can get it out of here, y'all. See, I like corner pieces myself.
Yeah, that's where the crispies are. Yum, yum.
But also, when you do the corner piece right, y'all, that's the one that messes you up at first.
True.
So, we're going to see.
Can I put this poultry seasoning away?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to get this. Okay, so I'm going to do it both ways. Since I'm trying to get this corner piece out and I want it not to mess up, I'm going to use my spoon. Give me a plate. Spoon and plate. There you go.
Wait,
Just like that. Okay, so give it some beauty. You get that little piece right there. Stick you underneath there. There. Look, it's hot. Burning my hands, y'all. Okay, yep, so that looks good.
Yes.
Put that over there. I'm just trying to make it pretty, y'all. Call the grill master.
You know what time it is.
Okay, let me get some of this lovely.
You know what? I can see why you would think that's mac and cheese. You're right.
Yeah, I thought it was mac and cheese when I was on the ship. Because I had never had it before. So I thought it was mac and cheese. Okay, let's see what we got.
Yeah, let's hope you can pick it up with that. It's so soft.
No, but that's why I got this, because it is soft. It's so soft, y'all, it won't let me grab it. It's like, we don't want to come out.
I'm staying.
Exactly. It's doing a Jennifer Holiday. Not Hudson, it's doing Holiday.
It's such a nice, pretty. That is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Very pretty.
Okay, so get a little vegetables.
The grill master is on his way.
Okay, great. Trying to give you a little vegetables here. And let's not make a mess. I'm not making a mess anyway.
Food said presentation.
Exactly. Food said later for the presentation. It just want to be seen. Can you give me a piece of paper towel, please, so I can clean this up? And then I will put my little sauce on here, and I will put a little bit of parsley so it can look cute. It's all about the presentation for me. It can taste nasty, but it need to look good.
I don't know about that. I mean, I ain't eating it if it's nasty. I don't care if it's pretty.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm sure everybody already thinks that we just eat this stuff and we be lying.
My throat doesn't have eyes, but my taste buds are very judgmental.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so let me get a little bit of that gravy for you. Perfect for stuffing or rice or whatever.
So my stomach can't see, but it's opinionated.
Okay, making a mess, but that's okay. Over here. Okay, so let me give you your special fork. Oh, parsley.
Right.
Parsley.
Here you go.
You give me a little dried parsley. Okay, there you go. All right, there you are, Corey.
Beautiful. Now I don't care about pretty. Just give me some.
I'm gonna give you some food. Okay.
Pretty too, but I mean mostly food.
I'm not giving you a lot.
Okay, let's give you one. I know you know.
All right, everyone.
Oh,
that look good. Check that out.
All right,
I'm sure. Sorry.
I'm gonna put the rest of these herbs away and garlic.
And now,
The moment of truth.
the moment you guys have been waiting for.
Drum roll.
Oh, that chicken is so good.
You
Let me
mean
tell
turkey?
It's not chicken.
Oh my goodness,
Dang, it's so good you forgot what it is.
turkey. Chicken adjacent. Anyway. It's crazy how moist it is. It's
It
nice
makes you
and
think
tender.
of chicken.
It makes me think it's chicken. I wasn't
I
expecting.
can't believe
Turkey
it's not
is
chicken.
always dry all the time.
Oh, this is good.
Ha! Jerome said y'all gonna need a fashion segment for the moo moos.
Well, turkey's delicious. Now we're gonna try this casserole right here.
I'm gonna eat mine together. Look at this. Look, I don't even gotta struggle. I'm just literally using my fork to just pull it apart.
That's a turkey?
Mm-hmm. Just
Oh
came right apart.
boy.
Beautiful.
Oh boy.
No words can really describe this. This is
Fantastic.
absolutely amazing.
Would this make the Thanksgiving feel good?
This right here, this right here is the only side I would need for Thanksgiving.
Huh.
This is the only side I would want for Thanksgiving ever. It is so good.
What's that? The
Corn
casserole.
corn casserole.
Mm-hmm.
It burns.
Oh boy.
It is good.
It has a very interesting. It has a very interesting combination between sweet and savory.
Yes.
The texture is awesome.
The texture is amazing.
It just melts in your mouth, and then you get that cheesiness. Ooh, a spoon or fork.
Fork.
Guys,
then
we're
with the-
telling you, make this.
It
Make
tastes
this.
like Thanksgiving.
Mm.
It tastes like Thanksgiving.
It tastes like Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Shoot, I'm almost like tempted to say I don't necessarily need mac and cheese, but I still want it.
I would still want mac and cheese, but I don't need it.
For what? Thanksgiving?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Stuffing. That's
Oh,
all I need is my stuffing.
I know.
Mm.
But this though, I won't.
Oh man.
Mind you, side note, I'm not the biggest fan of cornbread, but this right here, oh yeah.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
That turkey is banging.
Woo.
Wow.
So would you eat this for Thanksgiving instead of a whole turkey?
Yeah.
Okay.
All day long.
Okay, there you go.
Wouldn't even miss it.
All right, so let me be the judge of this, y'all. Let me give me a fork.
You're right, honey. I told you I wasn't too sure about corn.
Corn pudding. You
Corn
weren't
pudding.
sure about it, huh?
Right. I was telling you,
What you
Uh-huh.
say now?
I take that back.
You feel different now.
Redact,
huh?
redact it.
I take that back.
Uh-huh.
Redact.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll give you guys the full skinny on this because all they've been talking about is good, yum, yum, all the things above.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
I don't have a whole lot on my plate here because, as you know, I got more food to cook and more food to eat.
One more food for us.
The gravy on this turkey is
Alright.
scrum delicious. So I'm going to let you see.
Oh yeah, I didn't let you see my plate.
They didn't let you see. So this is not fancy. I just put a little bit on it, but that's your corn pudding right here. I'm gonna move my turkey over. How nice you see the gravy on that turkey.
Ooh, and the bacon.
Okay,
Ooh.
and the bacon in here. So I want you to see this is the consistency that it's supposed to be, just like that. And as it cools, it will set up more. But this is what you have the flavors of everything I put in there, the bacon. Or do you taste a little bit of heat?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of heat, all of that. This is corn pudding at its finest. Okay, so let me put this up here. Don't miss out on this. And this does not cost a lot of money. Okay, you don't have to get Velveeta cheese. You can get regular mild cheddar cheese or sharp, whatever you like. Okay, whatever you can get at Aldi's or whatever. Jiffy don't cost nothing.
Not at all.
Okay, so I'm gonna try this and see. I hope I don't burn my mouth. Uh-huh.
That turkey just falling off.
Oh, I don't even need no turkey. This corn pudding is delicious. Oh my God. Let me try turkey. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I want y'all to look at this. Do you see this piece of turkey? Do you see the gravy on this turkey? I'm gonna show you how tender this turkey is. Watch.
My fork slid right through.
I didn't even have to chew. Excuse me, I got food coming out. I chewed twice. I could swallow this just like this. It is not stringy like turkey breast usually is. It is flavorful. It's tender. Oh my goodness. Where have you been all my life?
Been.
Oh, I am not getting no. Y'all need to know. Y'all better run over and get y'all some turkey tenderloins.
Yep,
This is so good. All I need is this right here. I need some nice collard greens and them string beans I was telling y'all about. Oh, baby. This is delicious.
I need a piece of ham.
This is some ham. Yes,
Yeah.
some nice delicious ham with my pineapple. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna show y'all some things before the holiday. This thing is so soft and falling apart. Okay. Anyway, this is so good. I hope y'all enjoyed this live episode on my wonderful corn pudding. Yes, because it was do this. I'm telling you.
Do it.
Good.
Get this turkey. You can do this on a weeknight. Do this. This is just the beginning. Next week, I'm going to show you a couple of more sides. I'm going to tell you like this. This is why this corn pudding is turkey's side piece.
All right.
Okay. Turkey don't want you to know about this here. Okay. Turkey told me to be quiet because this is his secret side piece right here.
Turkey said
Keep
keep it
it
on
Yeah,
the low.
keep it on the low. Okay. But I'm going to give y'all the secret. I'm going to give y'all the
Keep it
pearls.
on the down low.
Yes.
Yeah.
So next week, we're going to be having some more sides. You're going to love them. You're going to love them. You're going to love them. Yes, you are. And yes, my sister, casserole, pudding, whatever you want to call it. I call it
Yummy.
good. That's what I call it.
Yum, yum.
In any
Yum,
case,
yum.
can you subscribe? Really? Just subscribe.
Right,
Subscribe.
right.
Subscribe. Hit that like button. Okay, leave a comment. Let me know if it's something you want me to cook or you're not sure about. Holidays coming up. We're going to do this thing. We're going to have us a good time. Yes, we are. Okay. I want you who are already subscribed to hit that notification bell so you always know what's coming at you. And y'all come on over to the Love Rhythm Recipe tonight at 7:30. As I said, we're going to have a lovely, lovely, lovely dinner. You're going to really want to eat that. You're going to want to lick the screen. That's how good it's going to look and taste. Okay. And we're going to talk about what makes you love your mate. Yeah. Not just the superficial, I promise. Anyhow, y'all know what I wish you. I wish you some love. I wish you some peace. I wish you all the happiness and joy moving forward. Keep those positive thoughts in your mind. Be thankful. Yes. And I'm going to wish you what? Some great weekends. I'm going to see y'all next week with some more good stuff. Come on over to the Love Rhythm Recipe. Bye-bye.